What's up, it's Yvonne, and I'm going to show you how to make my flower crown for poison ivy. First, I had this it's wire essentially with floral tape around it. I found it at the dollar store, but if you can't find it, you can make it pretty easily with some either masking tape or floral tape around some wire. I cut it to the length of my head and then put some tape around the edges to make it a circle. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I made it a couple inches larger than what I needed because I was wearing a wig, so just keep that in mind. Next, you're going to want to get some ivy, some fake ivy. I just got this off of Amazon. It was like $12, but I'm sure you could find it at any craft store. You're going to cut off the leaves. Next up, I use Deco Art's Metallics paints. I like mixing those two colors together because it gets me a really nice gold. I find that the gold by itself is a little bit too light, and then the espresso color is way too dark. So now you can watch as I struggle to get that out of the bottle. And mix it together, and then you get a really gorgeous gold color. Which you are going to then paint on the leaves. I would definitely use some paper or something on the back though, because it is going to get messy. In fact, I recommend the messier the better, because then it'll look more organic. So I just did that with all the leaves. I don't exactly remember how many I used, but I didn't even use the full length of strand that I bought. Next up, I just glued those to the headbands with just some hot glue. I tried to not make it super uniform, like using bigger leaves than smaller leaves and kind of like playing around with it so that it looked a little bit more natural looking. And I just went all the way around gluing those on. It's super easy, really straightforward. So I had a couple extra leaves, so I decided I want to actually make a necklace for this cosplay. So I just glued two of those leaves together to make it kind of like a thicker leaf. I don't know how to describe it. And then I had this metal chain. I've always had this. I kind of had it just laying around, but I'm sure you could find something similar in a thrift store, jewelry store, or something. But I just poked a little hole in the leaf with a safety pin. And used one of the little links that was a part of the necklace to kind of make a little connector, if you want to call it that. It kind of fought me. I had to make the hole a lot bigger because it was not going in. That's what she said. And then after attaching the link to the leaf, I attached that to the necklace, and I had a really pretty necklace for poison ivy. It was kind of very interesting looking, in my opinion. I really like it. I still like it. I probably wear it with with that cosplay, even to a convention. There you go. And as you can see, that's a flower crown. I had a lot of fun with this. I did make it a little too small, so just be very careful with that and test it on with the wig. I underestimated the volume that the wig had, unfortunately. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this tutorial.